myself in the shoes of a man who was troubled. Got him smoking double, feel the world start to crumble. Sick thoughts forming rumble, never really catch a break. Time bomb inside, I think it's time to raise the stakes. Medieval tortures just like our forefathers. Hollow is thy name, but do you think you'll take a sorry? What's the limit to this sin? Can you kill anybody? There's so much violence in this world, don't think you'll hear about it. When the time comes and the bell tolls, angels flying down, raining blood from their nose, fire from the sky. The horsemen have a robe here to make a selection, and they ain't picky who is chose. I'ma smile and know I'm caught within a day. Snap back into reality, I'm flipping on a blade, standing over a body that's mutilated in pieces. Don't know what just occurred, but I know I am the reason. It all goes way back to them times in the field. Just my imagination and some time to kill. Every night I would return until one day the voices stopped. Since then I've been a mess and now I'm feeling at a loss. Decomposed, the memories corrode. Found myself in the silence, but the static slowly grows, driving me insane. I don't wanna listen, freed from the pain, but it's what I've been missing. Getting stronger every second, feeling so alive. Why am I the one they message? Think it's time I leave my mark, show them all who's the joke. I'm gonna get the last laugh, I'm gonna take away that hope. When it all comes down to the final minutes, will you be scared as you're crying out in repentance? When it all comes down to the final minutes, will you let your inner demons make another appearance? When it all comes down to the final minutes, will you take a stand and show that you have perseverance? When it all comes down to the final minutes, don't you worry about a thing, promise you won't even feel it. When it all comes down to the final minutes, will you be scared as you're crying out in repentance? When it all comes down to the final minutes, will you let your inner demons make another appearance? When it all comes down to the final minutes, will you take a stand and show that you have perseverance? When it all comes down to the final minutes, don't you worry about a thing, promise you won't even feel it.
You walk into this room at your own risk, because it leads to the future. Not a future that will be, but one that might be. This is not a new world. It is simply an extension of what began in the old one, since the beginning of time, the destruction of human freedom. It has one iron rule. Logic is an enemy and truth is a menace.
Where there is smoke, there is fire.
I gotta get a hoe, the sucker, nigga, with the knowledge of my life. I can see through the fog. Will I make it through the night? As the tension eats away, I begin to see the light. But as soon as I get a taste of reason, lose my sight. Will I fold? Will I give into misery? Or will I rise above depression and forget my history? If I want the victory, I cannot let my past remain. I break the cycle of destruction and ignore my fantasies. Losing compassion and recognize hatred among all my peers. I see animosity bringing to tears. Constantly looking above on my shoulders, I'm living in all of my terrible fears. Can I compare a different breed? I came from a phantom and alien seed. Never be able to understand any of my problems and pity. Forget no pain, forget the times of sorrow and despair. Don't let the bullshit hold you back to lose your constant care. It's a fight for survival. You must break through all your walls, and your existence will be known for nothing but your careless fall.
Sleep.